So it's a good little tip you guys should see. As we see FoRePLayy pick up a wonderful headshot before they have FoRePLayy. And FoRePLayy is continuing to dominate everyone right now.
What up, channel? It's FoRePLayy, and I'm here with Sharp, and this is the pro scene #1. For those of you that don't know what the pro scene is, basically what it was is it used to be I would take a shoutcaster from MLG at the time, and I would have them shoutcast over my gameplay because I was addicted to having good shoutcasted gameplay. Originally, it started with Fwiz, and then it went to Iceman, and then I had Holiday Doc, and I was starting to get Golden Boy to do it. And I had these series of shoutcasters, and it got to the point where it was too hard for me to coordinate getting them to record one of my gameplays and getting it back, and then they were just busy at the time. And I had this series idea where I wanted to be able to answer your guys' questions that I get in the inbox, because I see all these other YouTubers that talk about just doing basic commentaries, except they talk about pubs and stuff, and that's cool because that's what they do. But I want to talk about competitive. So, like, for example, this one is going to be called Getting Started in Competitive Gaming. I'm here with Sharp, by the way. Me and Sharp are always on Skype, always talking ideas and bouncing like ideas off each other. And he's going to be in some of these, probably not all of them, but I just like to get other pros' ideas, and I like to reach out so they can give me like exactly what they think about certain topics. So if you want to say hi.
Yo, what's up?
But anyway, so first and foremost, we wanted to talk about kind of how you get started in competitive gaming. And the first step is to get off of pubs and try to advance your game in a more competitive light. So that would be get on game battles and 360 icons and do tournaments. A lot of you ask, hey, how do I become competitive, or how do I become an MLG pro? There's two different levels of playing, I think. There's playing and trying to just be competitive and have fun on game battles and actually play teams and come up with strats and stuff. And then there's the extreme route of trying to go and be an MLG pro as far as team scrimming every day or every other day and setting it up and doing tournament environments and stuff like that. And you can find yourself in either one of those. I think when you start, like, for example, if you're solo and you have no idea how to start, then the first step is getting other players that have the same common goal as you. And that would be, whether it's a small goal or a big goal, just get those players on your team and then give them a chance. So I think, for example, like, if you don't know where to start and you don't have anyone, then go compete on the singles ladder. Go sign up on GameBattles.com, make yourself a free account, and sign up on the singles ladder or the doubles ladder if you have one friend, and start building your friends list of these players that compete in competitive arenas. And don't be scared to get away from your friends. I remember when I first started at MLG back in 2008, I went straight from pubs to the MLG Pro circuit. So, I mean, it was like there was no mixing in between. And Sharp is a completely different story. Sharp, if you want to tell them about how you came from pubs to S&D only, like, he was just playing S&D while I was playing MLG. So if you want to talk about that, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I actually started playing with actually my brother and some people I met on Halo 3. We came over and started playing Call of Duty game battles, and, you know, it was fun. It was fun playing with them, but I felt that they were kind of holding me back as far as the level that I should be competing on. And like FoRePLayy talked about, people wanting to reach common goals. You know, they weren't really into the whole MLG thing. They still wanted to play with Claymores and all this stuff. So I kind of had to break away from all that. And from there, just playing on the S&D ladder, I met other players. Like, I met Proofy playing S&D, players like Modi. And from there, we built a took that team all the way up to the pro level.
Yep. And another thing is, when you do find these players, like, don't be scared to get away from your friends. I actually wanted to make sure this is addressed. Like, you're going to have friends that are like, oh, I want to do that. And they're going to, like, ride your coattails and try to tell you, hey, let's team, let's do this and let's do that. And if they're not good enough, don't be scared to get away from them, because in the end, like, if you're trying to go to that MLG level, then you need to be with teammates that can compete. But I'm not saying, like, don't talk to your friends. You can still be on GB teams with them and do stuff like that, but have a serious team when it comes to, like, team scrimming and stuff. Do you think that getting away from your friends was a hard thing to do at first, Sharp, or do you think it was something that is easy for people to do?
It's definitely hard to do, because, you know, it's like a lot of the people I played with, I knew, you know, I go to school with them, I know them in real life. But I mean, it wasn't like I left them in a bad way. It wasn't like, yeah, you guys suck. I'm done playing with you guys. You know, I just kind of told them that, you know, if you guys don't want to do the whole MLG thing, that's cool. But you know, I'm trying to compete, trying to win some money, trying to, you know, just better my skill. You know, I just told them that, and they understood. They didn't really care.
Like, I'll find myself on YouTube, and I'll look at amateur teams playing, and I'll watch their video and stuff. They have so much talent, but just there's so many different players out there with all, like, some players suck, some players are good. And I think, like, just people have trouble finding these teams and keeping the chemistry and then putting in the work to actually be a good team. I think that if you can get on a team of 3 people, like with 3 other people that have those same goals as you, the next step is compete in every tournament you can. If it's free and you don't have like the money to pay to get into the paid tournaments, 360icons.com hosts one every Saturday, like a doubles every Sunday. I think on Game Battles, they just had a free March Madness tournament. There's so many tournaments that you can compete in just to feel it out. Even if you get shit on, who cares? Because it's a step up from public matches. And you could be playing people that have been playing in this competitive environment for up to like 4 years. So don't feel bad if you do get shit on. Like, that should be the motivation to get better. You know what I mean? Like, that's the motivation to say, okay, like, how do we come up with these strats that you guys have? How do we do that? And like in the next episode, we're going to talk about getting known, and then we'll talk about like just advancing as a team. And we have so many ideas. So I think like this series will be geared towards showing you the steps to take to get your team on the right track, as well as just other stuff. What else do you think we should like tell them as far as being competitive? Do you think there's anything that you remember about?
Something I wanted to talk about is I get messages like this all the time. People saying, you know, hit me up. I'm a 32 GB rank, 32K, 8K. You know, they're always like saying their GB rank and saying their kill death ratio and their public match stats. Yeah. And to be honest, on the pro level, that doesn't really mean anything. Like,
throw that shit out the window, because I don't care. Oh, I want to say something. I don't care if you're killing Little Timmy over and over and over in a public match. Your KD is like 6-1. Like that has nothing to do with anything, because when you play a good competitive team, they're gonna camp so hard on you, and they're gonna be hiding behind things you didn't even know you could hide behind. They're gonna tip over bar stools and lay behind it. Like it's so ridiculous the way competitive people play, including myself. Like I play probably just worse than I just mentioned. Like I'll tip over 8 bar stools and I'll hide behind that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it comes down to winning. But yeah, sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that pretty much what you said. KD doesn't really mean anything, because you know you're in a public match killing some kid who just got it for Christmas, and he's like banging his head against the wall and doesn't even know what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. I think also when you try to look at yourself and your goals, a lot of people think like being MLG and stuff is nerdy, and that's just not for you, and that's cool. And honestly, I kind of agree with you. As much time as we've put into gaming, I think it could come down to being nerdy, but it also is a passion that we've had and that we do have. And I think that like if you just want to play competitive, then that's cool too. Don't feel like you have to get caught up in the MLG hype. Like don't get caught up in you need to compete in this tournament and win, or you need to do that. Just enjoy yourself, you know what I mean? Because this isn't something that you're going to be doing forever. Like I know personally, when I'm like 35 years old, I'm not going to be playing in COD tournaments and stuff, you know what I mean? Like your career will come to an end, and if you treat it like a passion that you have, then the outcome will be good. But this is episode 1. We kind of got to wrap it up. Episode 2 will be getting known. Like for those of you that want to know how to get known and feel like they don't know, then yeah, definitely look out for that. I'm gonna try to do these every day. So best of luck to you all. This is FoRePLayy Sharp of the Ego Killer Nation. Peace.
Peace.
They dropped our flag. Got that flag. Enemy flag captured. Keep on them, we're winning this one. the enemy flag. Good job, squad.